Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Illumination. How beautiful for us to come together. It's so nice to see you all and spend this precious time together. So let's just take a moment to come into our space. Let your eyes close if that feels good for you. Let's meditate. And just let your breath in and let your breath out as I begin to invite you to settle. Settling into your body, into the space, into your heart. And know that you are safe here to be whoever it is you are born to be. Noticing any thoughts that come and just allowing the thoughts to wash over you, nothing to hold on to. Nothing to try and figure out here. Letting your breath all the way in, and then on your next exhale, letting your breath all the way out. We've arrived here together for a beautiful reason. My intention for us is we begin to illuminate from the inside of ourselves out into our external world. My intention for you is that we start to change our state, to allow ourselves to sit in a more positive space, to allow our internal world to reflect our external world, to sit high on our high spinning disc for more times in the day than on our low spinning disc. And as we do that, my intention for you is to begin to attract those high spinning disc people into your life. And so you can see that the momentum starts to build. Dear God's angels and universe, allow us to be safe as we move forward on our high spinning disc. Allow love to pour into our hearts and allow light to illuminate us from every angle. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So welcome, illumination. It's been a process to get here, and I've collected tools and lots of different elements along the way as I've evolved and as I've grown. And I've had this real calling over the last couple of weeks to share what's on my heart and allow you space to step into your own and begin to illuminate and get yourself up into this high spinning disc more often. So what is that? Okay, October last year, I decided to make some real changes in my life. I started to shift my thought process. I started to strip away my limiting beliefs. I started to stand right in the center of my fear and other people's fears and go. And I had focus and I had direction and I showed up and I did the work for myself. And here we are, almost 10 months on and living in Bali. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be right for all of us, but what I have learned along the way is there is something to be said for learning how to contain and manage and nurture your own internal energies. So I started to become really aware of where I was, who I was around, what I was doing, what I was absorbing, what I was consuming, food, television, the narrative, la la la. And I started to get really condensed and really contained and really conscious of what I was letting into my space. And so I'm going to open that up to you and say, here's an opportunity for you to start to begin to be very conscious as you move through your days of the energy that comes in and the energy that comes out. Now, being in Bali has been a very different experience because my intention has been different. My intention was to step out and meet new people and try new experiences and go on adventures and see a different part of the world and how they live. And so the opportunity to contain my energy has been very different. Although I still am very mindful around the language I use, whether it's positive or negative, the language that I'm absorbing from other people, the language that I'm around, and the people that I'm around, and what I'm consuming. And I guess this is an invitation, as I said, for you to begin to notice, start to become consciously competent of what is coming into your system, your nervous system on a daily basis, because what comes in is going to have an effect on what comes out, and then it's in turn going to have an effect on what comes back in, because we are what we attract. And so by me getting really clear with where I wanted to be, why I wanted to be there, and allowing space for my manifestation and for the universal energies, whatever that looks like to you, to bring to me what it was that I was asking for, because I was so very clear on what it was I wanted and why I wanted it, that the law of attraction states that it's law of attraction for it to come back to you, but you have to be clear. And in my conversations here, what I found more and more and more and more is people aren't clear. We aren't clear because maybe we don't know. But let me tell you, I didn't know in October that I was going to be living in Bali in August in 2023. It wasn't even on my radar. I hadn't even thought about Bali. I've never been. I didn't know anybody. It just unfolded that way because I got really clear. And if you are a person that wants more and desires this momentum to start to build, then you're going to start to show up and wise up and step into your own power. Because once you have your own ability to create this energy within yourself, trust me, it comes back tenfold. It really, really, truly comes back tenfold. And there are lots of occasions over these last 10 months that I've really experienced getting clear, getting clarity, getting focused, and then attracting and it coming to me. And I'll share more about that over the coming weeks within Illumination. So what is it that you want? That's a big question, isn't it? What is it that you want? What does it look like? Because if you're not clear on what you want and what it looks like, how is the universe going to understand you? How is it going to be able to bring you what you want? It isn't, because you don't know. So the first step in this is let's get clear. Let's get really clear. And I don't mean like, what is it? What's your soul's calling? What's your purpose? Like, what do you want in this moment? Is it that you want more abundance in your life? Is it that you want to travel? Is it that you want freedom to be in any country but still be earning an income? Is it that you want to spend more time with your family? All of these things are possible. Anything and everything is possible. You just have to begin to bring yourself into alignment and believe that what you want will come to you. And we'll come to that again at another time in more detail. What is it that you want? And then why do you want it? Why? And the why solidifies your want. Your why gives you a reason. Your why gives your want something tangible to taste, to feel, to summon, to draw upon. So one of my wants, one of my many desires, was to be in a warm country. Being in the UK, not very warm, quite drizzly, quite rainy, quite often, to be somewhere warm. Why did I want that? Because it feels delicious in my body, because I feel warmth right to the ends of myself, because it lifts me up, because it fulfills me, because all of these reasons, and as I get the reasons and as I'm talking you through them, I can feel the reasons in my body. So what is it that you want, and why do you want it? Why is it so important to you? Why now? And just sit for a moment as you allow those questions to wash over you. And notice how your body feels, because I feel already my body feels illuminated. And actually, from the beginning of the call to where I am now, my energy has started to shift, because I've started to flow and share with you about how important energy shifting is to me, and the importance to be able to share this tool and skill with you lights me up, illuminates me from the inside out. A story that's coming to me as I'm talking is, as I was leaving to come to be where I am, I had a voice note from one of my really close friends. She's in her 60s and she's a beautiful soul. And I know that the voice note was with love and kindness. However, in this voice note, which to this day, I still paused at around 1 minute and I didn't listen to any further. It was about 8 minutes long. She started to share with me all of her fears around why I shouldn't be choosing to do what I was doing. And as I was listening at this point in my progress, I was just in this kind of muddy, watered area where I was making a decision on the house and really going, is this right? Should I sell it? And I knew that it was the right thing, but it was still doubtful. There was still elements of it that I was like, is it the right thing to do? Even though I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I paused, and like I said, at about a minute in, and I left a beautiful voice note back. And I just said, look, I'm so, so grateful for your message. Thank you so much. But I'm actually not going to listen to any more, because right now I'm in this container of focus. And I am getting really clear on what fears are mine and what I need to step through and into to move myself forwards, and where the external fears are coming in. So once we've done our what and our why, there's a space here to look at fears. So we've got a what and a why, and often what stops us from moving forward is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of something not going right, fear of failure, fear of somebody saying something to us and giving their opinion on something. And I experienced a lot of that. I have got amazing support network, but I really experienced that. And so I really began to protect myself and go, okay, what is mine? And this particular voice note really, it was like creeping into my bubble. And I was like, this isn't my stuff. These aren't my fears. This is your stuff. So really kindly, I handed it back and I said, thank you. That isn't for me. Right now, that isn't for me. And she came back to me with love and kindness. And actually, since me being here and having made the decisions that I made, we've had conversations about it. And she was like, I am so proud of you, because you didn't listen to the noises that were coming in. And I want to offer that to you. And granted, it may not be that you're going to throw your life upside down and move halfway across the world. It might not be that for you, and that's okay. But what is it? What is it that's going to allow you to move the needle in regard to your happiness, and step into a space where you can illuminate for yourself, where you then have the ability to illuminate others, where you have the ability to illuminate the world. And imagine if we were all these little illuminated souls where we just had love and positivity, and we had the ability to come back to our heart every time, come back to our heart. And don't get me wrong, I don't get it right all of the time. And I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, leading up to this point. And now I always come back to what feels right for me. What feels right for me. Not about anybody else. What feels right for me. So, therefore, lays out my intention for you within Illumination. And this is an ongoing space now that I'm going to begin to step into. This is my promise to you, that I am stepping into this space to open the doors so that you can come with me and illuminate your heart and illuminate the inside of you so that people see it and people want more of it. And there will be less time spent down here on your low spinning disc where you're feeling flat, tired, emotional, negative. And there's more of this. And there are going to be some dips, but you can bring yourself back up and bring yourself back up. And you can have your moment and then you choose. Have your moment and then you choose and you come back. And every time you are here, you stop and you begin to notice, wow, this feels different up here. It feels different. So I am going to send my heart to yours. I'm going to check in with your what, your why, and your fears. And remember, there's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. Just get it out of your body onto your page. So I invite you to start a new journal. I love a new journal. In fact, I just bought one. Haven't got it up here, but a new Bali one. I think it says live wild and free. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to live wild and free. Might be my motto, wild and free. And start to get it out of you and down into your page. And I know that you can trust me on this because I have showed up and done the work, and I am now ready to guide you toward illumination. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for stepping into this space, allowing your hearts to be open and allowing yourself to be led. And let's make some goddamn change. Much love, much sparkle. And I'll see you on the other side. Goodbye.